You, are you ready to go to Kyoto? I am headed to Kyoto to meet up with one of my best friends who is visiting Japan, and I'm so excited. I'm going for 2 days, and so I'm gonna take you guys with me and show you around. So I'll see you guys soon. So in case you all are wondering, this is footage from 2 years ago now. I actually completely forgot about this footage until recently whenever I got on my camera again and I remembered that I took all of this. A lot has happened in the past 2 years. It feels like a blur, but it was really, really nostalgic looking back on this footage, especially now being in such a better headspace. Yeah, it just was kind of emotional, like looking back on these clips and seeing my life in Iwakuni and traveling to Kyoto to visit my friends Matt and Miriam. It was just really, really cool to be able to see this kind of stuff, and especially since recently my husband and I went to Tokyo, since it's been over a year now since we left Japan, and it was just really serendipitous that I stumbled upon these shots that I took. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to capture this stuff. It's kind of the only footage I really have in Japan other than my other Halloween hunting vlog. And we got to do some of my most favorite things in Kyoto, like this is us about to hike up Fushimi Inari. It was so hot. I think it was the beginning of September at this point, so almost 2 years. But it was just so much fun, and this was a really great summer because so many different people visited Japan and I got to go see them. And yeah, it was just really great. And Miriam's a friend that I've had since 6th grade. So it was really cool that she was able to make it out to Japan and I was able to see her for a part of her and her husband's trip. And I'll always treasure these memories since they're just kind of a snapshot in time and life at the time as well, especially since, unbeknownst to me at the time, that would be, I think, the last time I ever went to Kyoto. And shortly after, we found out we were moving to Hawaii. So really, really cool. And this was actually some of my favorite shots that I got, like this kind of little spot hiking up Fushimi Inari, and it just looked so majestic. Like, none of this is edited. It just is so beautiful, like the light shining down, these mossy little shrines and stones. It just is so, so beautiful. And the contrast in Japan between the really vibrant, luscious greens and that kind of reddish orange of the different shrines are just, like, I can't even describe it. The contrast is just amazing. And yeah, I just, looking at this stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. And I've had the good fortune of being able to climb up Fushimi Inari, I think 3 times already. So, and one of the times it was during the winter time. So really cool. Oh, this is a really, really, really tasty kind of Australian, I think I want to say, like, styled breakfast spot. Kind of, when you're coming down Fushimi Inari, it's sort of like a little out of the way, but it's a really great tail end to that hike since it can be really strenuous. And then I just have a lot of different shots of my favorite things, which is all the packaging and the illustrations on packaging throughout Japan. It's just so gorgeous, and Kyoto to this day is my absolute favorite city in Japan. It's just so beautiful and chock full of history, and it has a perfect combination to me of nature and that city sort of scape. Like it finds a really good balance between those two things, which I really, really appreciate. So it feels kind of serene. I mean, maybe it doesn't seem that way here because tourism was fully back, baby. So it was very, very, very hot, like I've already expressed, and there were a lot of people, but we still made the most of it. And I got to do some things that I hadn't done on my previous trips and just taking some good footage for the memes. So that's what you're seeing here, and eating some good food, of course, because Kyoto just has great food. Oh, and this is a really, really cute shop that is either on your way up or down Kimizo-dera, which is that shrine you kind of saw like at the top, like the temples. And it's just really cute. Like it's kind of like a chocolatier sort of shop. And then I think on the outside, there's also ice cream that you can get as well. And again, like the illustrations, they are appreciative of art, and can be seen everywhere. There are just so many different kinds of illustrations and cartoons just all around the city and all throughout Japan as well. So that's something that I always really love, and someone who's really into animation and art, next natural place to go to is a Studio Ghibli store. I've been to this store so many times, every single time I've been, and it's just so scenic as you're walking down this little cobblestone path, and the music, it's just so cute. And all of the merch is to die for. It's so adorable, and they have things that I had never seen before, as well as a lot of different kind of china sets, I guess, which are so beautiful. It's just like I can't even express how beautiful they are. I'm showing them here. I love them all so dearly. I kind of am at an all-time cap when it comes to any kind of china, so I did not allow myself to get any, but nevertheless, still able to appreciate it. And if you ever find yourself there, definitely grab something, because you won't go wrong with anything that you get. It's just so beautiful. I even have a couple of these cups myself, and I do want to say that they're not very heat resistant, but when it comes to the art themselves, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So just have a lot more shots, people walking and trying to take in the scenery, me just trying to be artsy here and show all the different people wearing their yukatas and walking in this heat. I don't know how they're doing it, man, but they do it. And also showing the really, really cool Starbucks that is sort of at the very end of the pathway, like in Kimizo-dera, and it's sort of like designed to be like a tea house. It's just really pretty. Also, Starbucks in Japan is on a whole new level, guys. Like, they release such really, really interesting flavor combinations. And this one, I think, when I was here, I got the sweet potato frappuccino. And their sweet potato is different than ours. It's a little bit more starchy. It's kind of hard to explain, but that in a frappuccino was so good, and their ability to actually match the actual flavor is unparalleled, in my opinion. Like, they do such a great job. That's why their Kit Kats are incredible. And yeah, that's just me trying it. 'Twas very delicious, and just some more scenic views of all the people dressed up and walking around, and me looking through different vintage photos. That's another thing. Japan is so great at preserving old things. Even on our most recent trip, that was something that I loved, is that they're able to actually preserve really old vintage things from America and Japan. It's just Like, if you want to go secondhand shopping, that's the place to do it. And this is us actually dressing up for a tea ceremony. I'd never done anything like this before, so it's just really cool to have the opportunity to do this with my friends, and we had a really great time. It was just a really cool, unique opportunity to be able to do that. And afterwards, we walked around the city at nighttime, and we ended up getting my favorite, which is okonomiyaki, and we ended up getting drinks, I think at the top of a rooftop bar. At the top of a rooftop bar. You know what I'm saying. But it overlooked the city and overlooked the river. It was super, super scenic and beautiful. And that's kind of it for the whole trip. Cannot believe this was 2 years ago. I'm super nostalgic about it. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to go back to Japan recently. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up about Halloween hunting, and you know how it be. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.